The next TSG update, the underwater biome, is a lot larger than we all thought. I'm gonna cover absolutely everything we can possibly know by now. All the obvious stuff, of course, but also a lot of random messages with leaks and unsent spread all over his Discord server. Alright, let's start. So, a quick overview. We're gonna get an underwater update, which includes a new boss, a new armor, and an underwater biome. But that's by far not everything. We all thought we're just gonna get like a small area where we can go underwater. Wrong. Literally the whole water area of the survival game is gonna get accessible. And just so you can imagine, this is the map of TSG, and everything of this water right here is gonna be real water in the next update. Or at least most of it. It's definitely gonna double the map size, if you only include the different biomes to the map. But I'd be surprised if they leave some areas with this fake water. The work the developers of TSG have to put into this biome extension is insane. So, I dare you to never say that this update is taking way too long again. Anyway, let's move on to the armor. We're gonna have to craft it with a new ore and corals. The new ore is called Atlantean steel, not fish steel LOL. This new ore is gonna be forged from Atlantean crystals. Just for your info, it's probably not gonna be droppable because of the dupes. Although I'm gonna speak about dupes later, it's probably better like this if you can't drop Atlantean stuff. But where do you find this new ore? No, not just spread over the underwater biome. You have to defeat a new boss for it. We don't know what the boss is 100% yet, but it's most likely gonna be a kraken. I mean, Undone literally said it's gonna be an ancient creature with many arms. What could it be otherwise? Oh yeah, Marvin with a lot of tentacles LOL. Anyway, where do you fight the boss? Similar to the Titan, the boss is most likely gonna have its own boss room, but that one is gonna be in Atlantis. Yeah, this update is literally going to introduce Atlantis to TSG, which is pretty insane, not gonna lie. As soon as you have defeated the boss, you can access a treasure room with the Atlantean crystal ore. No idea if it's called like that. Anyway, we also got a screenshot of the new armor set. In my opinion, it looks absolutely awesome. There's a shield and a trident, no crossbow or bow. And I don't think we're gonna get another one. The current bows are already way too overpowered. A lot of people guessed that you could throw the trident, but I don't think that will be possible. My guess is it's just gonna be the model for the sword of this armor set. Of course, I could be wrong. But if it's like I think it is, sword PvP is gonna be way more important, at least underwater. Let's get to some features of this armor set. So, it's not gonna be stronger than dark steel armor. It's most likely gonna be as strong as blue steel armor. But on top of that, this armor is gonna have unique underwater perks. We have no idea what they're gonna be yet. But my guess is being slightly faster underwater, maybe being able to be underwater longer. Gonna speak about that system later. If you have guesses for what perks there will be, leave them in the comments. Undone at least said, it's gonna be really good for underwater combat. Nice. Yeah, I think this is everything about the Atlantis armor. That's what it's called, by the way. Good news for the building community. We're gonna be able to build underwater, which is absolutely amazing. So many new things are gonna be possible with this. But if you have any builds on top of the water right now, I would highly recommend you to build a temporary connection to the land. We don't know if the water is gonna be deeper. It most likely will be, since you can't fit Atlantis in this little space we have right now. So your builds would then be flying in the air. No idea if that would destroy them. This update is also gonna introduce an oxygen level. If that reaches 0 underwater, you're drowning. Both of those facts are confirmed by Undone himself. So why would you build underwater bases if you can't be in them anyway? Well, there's gonna be a new placeable item, a bubble spawner, Might also be called oxygen tank LOL. But fact is, you can regenerate oxygen if you're near it. So it's absolutely possible to build and live underwater. This is gonna be so cool. Imagine building underwater bases like in Subnautica. But let's build up from the oxygen level a bit. There's gonna be a second armor. Well, not really an armor, but a classic 1800 diving gear set. Although you're not gonna be able to be underwater forever, with that set, it increases your oxygen level by 10. I don't really know how that really works, probably just increases the oxygen level max to 1000. If the oxygen level max is 100 by default. We still don't know if this screenshot is real, but after all we've seen, it probably is. Or at least something similar to this. They might change the bar to match the health and hunger bar. Oh yeah, here's a bonus image I found, which I didn't show in the last sneak peek short. Yeah, this looks actually pretty good, alright. Remember that there are sharks. Well, they're just floating on the water surface right now. And they'll still be. But they're gonna be able to dive too. So no, you aren't saved from the sharks by just diving under them. Also, for the people that wanted fish swimming in the water, that sadly won't be the case. I mean, they wanted to add them, but they were causing too much lag, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I already showed that in a previous short, but we also got a thumbnail leak of the upcoming update. And in my opinion, this looks so good. Now, with all the other info we got, we can also interpret quite a bit. I think they'll use the rocks that are already in-game for the underwater biome. You can kinda see them on this thumbnail. There will be corals, as Undone confirmed by saying you need them for the Atlantis armor. And I actually just saw this. There's one of these vines right here. I don't know if that's just decoration for the thumbnail, but it would fit the vibe. We can also kinda see where the Atlantis ruins are going. Also from the depth of the water in this thumbnail, looks like it's at least 2 players deep. Of course, this might vary from location to location in the underwater biome. Even if we don't see this in this sneak peek, we're gonna get underwater caves, which is so cool in my opinion. Just imagine what those make possible. Maybe newer spots, maybe like a room that isn't filled with water, but only accessible through an underwater cave. Just so amazing. Also, regarding the dupe, it's gonna be fixed in the next update. Although this is not gonna fix the already bad economy in TSG. Since they won't wipe inventories, it at least makes sure that it doesn't get any worse. Hopefully the fix works LOL. Oh yeah, they also won't add a new game pass. I could imagine something like double oxygen level, but it looks like that won't come. Which is actually quite good, looking at the last 3 updates, which all brought a new game pass. Also yes, I know you probably won't trust this anymore LOL, but Undone said the underwater update will probably be next week. In my opinion, Undone made the right decision when keeping the update from the release until it was completely polished. This statement is really important. I simply was unwilling to push the update without giving you a reason to go underwater besides just Atlantis. And he's correct. If players only go underwater and kill the boss, all the work they put in the new biome was unnecessary. And that would be frustrating. Alright, that's everything. I went through hundreds of messages of Undone to gather all this information together, but I think it was worth it. By the way, if you like watching other people making a game, especially watching devlogs, make sure to check out this video right here. I spent quite a lot of time on it. That's also the reason why I didn't upload a lot this month. Next to just having no idea what to make a video about LOL. I literally uploaded 1 real video in the past 28 days. Thanks for all the support I got anyway. Make sure to like if you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and bye. Subscribe.